Hello, my dear students. Myself, Dr. Pitambar Humne, founder Botany for You and working as Professor and Head Department of Botany, Dharampet MP Dev Memorial Science College, Nagpur, Maharashtra, India. I welcome you all in this online platform for the students of Life Sciences Botany for You. Friends, if you are new or not yet subscribed our YouTube channel, then kindly like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel Botany for You. And also press bell icon for the alerts of every lecture to be uploaded on different Life Sciences titles. If you want to associate with us through the Telegram group, then the link is given in the description. Through that, you can join the Telegram group and take the advantage of the different career opportunities in life sciences in India and abroad. And also, the literature assistance in the form of PDF will also be provided through the Telegram group. Friends, in our earlier classes, we have completed the basic or the concept of respiration, glycolysis, and oxidative decarboxylation. You know very well that after the glycolysis, there is possibility of both, that is aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. And we are seeing now the aerobic respiration in relation to that of the use of pyruvic acid in presence of the oxygen. And in today's lecture, we will see the next lecture or the next topic in the aerobic respiration, and that is the Krebs cycle. Since 12th class, the many students are reading the Krebs cycle, but every time we are forgetting because we are unable to remember it properly. So, through this lecture, I will tell you the two sentences that will help you to remember the Krebs cycle forever. So, let's see the today's lecture, that is Krebs cycle. As earlier we have seen that in a cellular respiration there are the two different types of the respiration, that is the aerobic respiration and the anaerobic respiration. And in this lecture we are dealing with the aerobic respiration. And in last lecture we have seen that the glucose molecule in the process of the glycolysis in the cytoplasm, there is convert into the pyruvic acid. Means from one molecule of the glucose there is formation of the two molecules of the pyruvic acid. That is, the glucose is a 6-carbon compound and the pyruvic acid is a 3-carbon compound. And after the formation of this pyruvic acid, depending upon the presence and absence of the oxygen, there is aerobic and anaerobic respiration. If the oxygen is present, there will be the aerobic respiration, and if the oxygen is absent, then there will be the anaerobic respiration. So, if there will be presence of the oxygen in the cell and it is entering the aerobic respiration, it means that first of all the pyruvic acid converts into the acetyl coenzyme A that we have seen earlier in the oxidative decarboxylation. And this acetyl coenzyme A formation from the pyruvic acid is carried out in the mitochondria. And this acetyl coenzyme A is a substrate for the Krebs cycle. Means here all the enzymes which are needed for the Krebs cycle, they are present on the inner mitochondrial membrane. And hence here the oxidative decarboxylation and the Krebs cycle both are carried out inside the mitochondria. Now, the Krebs cycle is also known as the citric acid cycle, because when the acetyl coenzyme A, which is the substrate for the Krebs cycle, combine with the oxaloacetic acid and converts or form the citrate, that is the citric acid. And this citric acid is the first stable component or the compound in the Krebs cycle, and hence it is known as the citric acid cycle. If we see the structure of this citric acid, it contains 3 carboxylic groups, and hence it is also known as tricarboxylic acid cycle. So these are the different reactions which are involved in the Krebs cycle, that here the oxaloacetic acid combine with the acetyl coenzyme A and form the citric acid. Citric acid on dehydrolysis converts into the cis-aconitic acid. Cis-aconitic acid on hydrolysis converts into isocitric acid, and from isocitric acid there is formation of the alpha ketoglutaric acid. From alpha ketoglutaric acid there will formation of succinyl coenzyme A. From succinyl coenzyme A to the succinate or succinic acid, then fumaric acid, and then the malic acid. And during this process there is release of carbon dioxide, that is the two molecules of carbon dioxide are released, and the one molecule of the carbon dioxide released during the oxidative decarboxylation, and in this way 3 carbon compound, that is the pyruvic acid, is completely oxidized in the aerobic respiration. In addition to that, in Krebs cycle there is formation of 3 NADH2 from the one molecule of the acetyl coenzyme A, but we have the 2 molecules of the pyruvic acid, and hence there is formation of the 2 molecules of the acetyl coenzyme A, and for 2 molecules of the acetyl coenzyme A there will be formation of 6 molecules of NADH2. Again there is formation of 1 molecule of the FADH2, and hence for 2 molecules there will be formation of the 2 molecules of NADH2, and the 1 molecule of the GTP is also formed. In plants there is formation of the ATP molecules, and in the animals there is formation of the GTP molecules, but again the GTP molecule is converts into the ATP in animals also. So if we see this complete process, then it is very much difficult to remember this reaction. So how to remember this, we will see in the next slide. So Krebs cycle, first of all, that how to remember. The main focus is given on this one because the students are facing the problem to learn such type of the cycles. So this Krebs cycle, which is also known as the citric acid cycle or the tricarboxylic acid cycle, start with the acetyl coenzyme A, which is the substrate for this reaction. So we can say that here the one American came India on alpha supersonic flying machine. Means you have to remember this one sentence and this another sentence, that is the one dearest filmy girl have jewelry. Just you have to remember only these 2 lines to remember the complete Krebs cycle, how it is. So one, that is the oxaloacetic acid. American, that is the acetyl coenzyme A. Came, that is the citrate, that is the citric acid, and cis-aconitic acid both. Then India, that is the isocitric acid. On, that is the oxalosuccinic acid. In many cases here this step is omitted as here the enzyme is same. Then alpha, that is the alpha ketoglutaric acid. Then super, that is the succinyl coenzyme A. Sonic, that is the succinate. Flying, that is the fumarate, and machine, that is the malic acid. So on the basis of this only one single sentence in a particular sequence, we can place all the components which are involved in the Krebs cycle. That is the one American came India on alpha supersonic flying machine. So see here, the oxaloacetic acid combined with the acetyl coenzyme A in presence of the citrate synthetase. Here there is a release of the coenzyme, and on hydrolysis there is a formation of citric acid, which is the first stable component of the Krebs cycle, and hence it is known as the citric acid cycle. Again, on the dehydrolysis in presence of the aconitase enzyme, the citric acid convert into the cis-aconitic acid, and the cis-aconitic acid in presence of the iron and aconitase, here again on the rehydrolysis it convert into the isocitric acid. The isocitric acid when convert into the oxalosuccinic acid, here in presence of the isocitrate dehydrogenase there is a reduction of NAD to NADH2, means here there is formation of NAD. And from oxalosuccinate, when there is a formation of the alpha ketoglutaric acid, there is decarboxylation, means removal of one carbon dioxide molecule, and the enzyme is same, that is the isocitrate. In some books here this step is omitted, means here the alpha ketoglutaric acid is now a 5 carbon compound, that is the oxalosuccinate is a 4 carbon compound, acetyl coenzyme A is a 2 carbon compound, means rest of all up to the alpha ketoglutaric acid, these are the 6 carbon compounds. Later on, this alpha ketoglutaric acid in presence of alpha ketoglutarate dehydrogenase enzyme and in presence of coenzyme, here there is again reduction of NAD to NADH2 and formation of the succinyl coenzyme A. Again here there is a decarboxylation, that is the release of one carbon dioxide molecules. This succinyl coenzyme A in presence of succinate thiokinase release the coenzyme A and converts into succinic acid, and in this process there is formation of one molecule of the ATP from ADP and inorganic phosphate. In case of animals, here there is formation of one molecule of GTP from one molecule of GDP and inorganic phosphate, and in animals here the GTP in presence of ATP converts into ADP, converts into ATP and GDP. So in this way again there is a formation of the ATP molecules after the Krebs cycle in animals also. Then this succinate in presence of an enzyme, that is the succinate dehydrogenase, it convert into fumaric acid, and during this process there is formation of the FADH2. So you can again remember when there is a formation of the fumaric acid, then there is formation of FADH2, that is F and the F. And on dehydrolysis of the fumarate, here it will convert into the malic acid in presence of enzyme, that is the fumarase. And lastly, the fumaric acid in presence of an enzyme malate dehydrogenase, again there is a reduction of NAD to NADH2 and there is a formation of oxaloacetic acid, which is again ready for the absorption or to react with the acetyl coenzyme A. So this second sentence, that is the one dearest filmy gull have jewelry, where it will be applicable. Now suppose here the pyruvic acid which is converted into acetyl coenzyme A, as we have seen in a oxidative decarboxylation, and rest of, so we have given that it is a zero reaction, means outside the Krebs cycle, while rest of the reaction are given the name, that is the A, B, C, then D, E, F, G, H, I and J. So these are the one dearest filmy gull, these are the names of the number of reactions which are involved in the Krebs cycle. That is one, that is O, that is the zero reaction, then dearest, that is the reaction number 4, then filmy gull, so F indicate the 6th reaction, then G 7th reaction, 8th reaction, and this one is the next one, that is the reaction number 9, that is the J, 10. So we can say that here on the basis of this one, first of all zero reaction, that is the 1, it means that here during the conversion of pyruvic acid into acetyl coenzyme A, here there is formation of one molecule of NADH2 from NAD. So here there is a formation of the assimilatory power or the NADH2. Then reaction number 4th, that is the D. See here again there is formation of NADH2. Then F for the filmy, and here there is formation of again NAD. Then Gull, that is the G. See here there is formation of GTP or the ATP. Then HAV, that is the H1, again there is formation of FADH2. Already I told you, you have to remember that when there is formation of the fumaric acid, then there is a formation of the FADH2. And then last one, that is the J, and during conversion of the malate to the oxaloacetate, again there is formation of NADH2. So in this way we have here 3 molecules of NADH2, then 1 molecule of FADH2 and 1 molecule of ATP. So this is the generation of energy in the Krebs cycle for the 1 molecule of the acetyl coenzyme A. For 2 molecules, again into 2, that will be the total number of energy in the form of the NADH2, FADH2 and ATP will be formed. So these are the different steps in which how much NADH2, FADH2 and ATP or the GTP are formed. See here there is formation of one NADH2, this one the second NADH2 and this one is the third NADH2. So there is formation of 3 NADH2 molecules for the one cycle, that is for the 1 molecule of the acetyl coenzyme A. But for the 2 cycles, here there will be formation of 6 molecules of the NADH2. At the same time, here there is formation of the 1 FADH2. So 1 FADH2 for the single cycle and 2 FADH2 for the 2 cycles of the Krebs. Then again there is formation of 1 ATP molecules for the 1 cycle and 2 ATP molecules for the 2 cycles, and 4 carbon dioxides are released again for the 2 cycles. So in this way here there is release of carbon dioxide at the 2 places for the 1 cycle. So twice there will the formation of the 4 molecules of the carbon dioxide, and in this way here this will be our net product after the aerobic respiration, that is the Krebs cycle. If you see the total number of ATP generation after complete oxidation of the glucose molecule, then there is formation of 38 ATP molecules. But in every organism it is not possible to produce the 38 ATP molecules, because if you see the process of glycolysis which is carried out in the cytosol or the cytoplasm, while the rest of the reactions, that is the oxidative phosphorylation and Krebs cycle, which are carried out in the mitochondria. So here from 2 molecules of the NADH2, here there is formation of 6 ATP molecules, and again here 2 molecules of NADH, there is formation of 6 molecules of ATP in the oxidative decarboxylation. So the 2 molecules of ATP plus 6 molecules of ATP which are formed from the 2 molecules of NADH, there will be the net gain of the 8 ATP molecules in the glycolysis. While from 2 molecules of the NADH2 there will the formation of 6 ATP molecules in the oxidative decarboxylation, and from 6 molecules of NADH2 there will be the formation of 18 ATP molecules, and from 2 molecules of FADH2, that is 2 into 2, 4 molecules of the ATP from FADH2, and the 2 ATP molecules are formed. So total becomes 24 ATP molecules in the Krebs cycle. So the 8 plus 6 plus 24 total becomes 38. But the recent findings says that the NADH2 which is formed in the glycolysis is a extra mitochondrial. and this is impermeable to the inner mitochondrial membrane, and because of that, here instead of formation of 3 ATP molecules, here the extramitochondrial NADH2 is responsible to form only 2 ATP molecules. So instead of the 6 molecules of the ATP which are formed from the 2 molecules of the NADH2 in the glycolysis, here there will be formation of 4 molecules of the ATP, that is 2 molecules per NADH2. And in this way, instead of this 8 molecules of ATP, here there will be the formation of 6 molecules of the ATP. While these 8 molecules of the ATP will be formed only such an organism where there is a presence of malate shuttle system. Means for the formation of 3 ATP molecules from the NADH2 which are formed in the glycolysis, there is need of malate shuttle system. So it means that without malate shuttle system, only there is a possibility of the formation of the 6 ATP molecules or the 6 ATP gain in the glycolysis, and hence without malate shuttle system, instead of the formation of the 38 ATP molecules, there will be formation of only 36 ATP molecules. So generally in the plants there is formation of 36 ATP molecules when there is a complete oxidation of the one molecule of the glucose. So friends, I am happy and also confident that you must understand this lecture completely. Even you may like these 2 different lines, that is the one American Chem Indian Alpha Supersonic Flying Machine and one Dearest Filmy Girl Have Jewelry, which will be helpful to you to remember the complete Krebs cycle. And this lecture will be also helpful to you in preparation of the different examinations. Thank you very much for watching this lecture completely. Friends, if you are like this lecture and if it is beneficial to you, then kindly like, share and subscribe our YouTube channel Botany for You. And also press bell icon for the alerts of every lecture to be uploaded on different life sciences titles. Thanks a lot once again, and don't forget to join the Telegram group with the link given in the description.